Good day, how you doing? If you're joining me for the very first time, my name is Brian Glaze Gibbs, and my story is my ministry. Follow me, subscribe, hit that subscribe button on the Brian Glaze Gibbs channel on YouTube. Also, what I want you to do is, I want you to take your time, email me, Brian, Brian, Gibbs, Gibbs, 1201 at yahoo.com and order your signed copy of the Brian Glaze Gibbs story. If I can change, anybody can change. On the day, what I'm talking about is how many people that you know, or how many family members, how many friends you have lost to the penitentiary, that you had lost due to the fact right now they got sentenced to a long prison term. If anybody know anything about that or whatever, it's like when you out there, you're in the street and you're committing crime, it's a price to pay. It's a consequences. Some people get 5 years, some people get 10 years, some people get 20 years, some people get 30 years, some people get life. So to me, what I want to share with you today is a couple stories in regards to the guys that I know and what happened to them. Like once they went to prison, what happened to them? Like, their life changed. And to me, like I just came from that environment. If you take care of your people take care of you. And that's what I had to do. Like, so to me, like what I did is I kind of make like going to see people, like, make it cool, make it acceptable, because it's nothing like being away and you don't have nobody you can call, nobody that can come see you, nobody that's going to send you money, nobody that's going to look out for your well-being. That's a sad way, and that's sad. But most of the time when you get out there and you get into those streets, that's what happened. This is a couple of pictures. This is one of my man, like good brother, changed his life around. He's now home. I want to see him when he was in Sing Sing. And to me right now, where it's like, despite he had a support system, guess what? I decided I want to be a bigger support system to him, especially when I was out. Heck of another brother of mine, this guy went away, did 25 years. I think he did a little more than 25 years, but he was like once part of my crew. And one of the things that I promised him, I'm telling those guys when they was down with me, God forbid, if anything should happen, if they should get a case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bail them out if they have a bail. I'm gonna get them an attorney. I'm gonna get them a lawyer. I'm gonna get the best lawyer I can possibly do, and I'm gonna look out for their family. And for the most part, to me, when you tell people that you're gonna do certain things, you have to be, a person of your word. Anybody can tell you anything, and not only that, like, I don't remember guys that I looked out for, and like to me, as time went on, guess what? People change on you. People become totally different on you or whatever. I done took care of certain people, got them like lawyers, appeal lawyers, used to look out for their family members, used to come see them, send them money. I used to do all that. But yet and still, regardless of what, sometimes just because you're a friend to somebody, that don't mean that they are truly your friend. Sometimes people pretend to be your friend, based upon what you can do for them. So if you can do something with them, guess what? You're their friend. But once you can't do anything for them, you're not their friend anymore. Heck of another guy, right now, everybody probably know who that is. Lorenzo Fat Cat Nichols. And right now, whereas like I say, that was like a partnership. When I got out, I used to go see him. I used to go see him daily. I used to sometimes go see him, like when he was in Attica, fly up there 2-3 times a week. When he was in Shawanga, go up there 2-3 times a week. So, those are the things that go along with when you build relationship with people, and certain things like, you have to do, or you have to look out for them or whatever. That's just part of the game. That's part of the street life. That's part of a situation that, guess what? That's no good for anybody. Like, go and visit people. Like when you go visit them in jail, the saddest part about it? The saddest part is when you got to leave. When you got to walk out that visiting room and they left behind you. As a mother, as a father, how you going to feel when you're leaving your kids behind you? I'm talking about clothes in that jail cell, locked down, some of them locked down 23 to 24 hours a day. How you going to feel? How you going to feel to leave your, your husband, the father of your kids, your brother, how are you going to feel? Your uncle. I'm saying it's not a good feeling. And that's what we have to do. We got to learn and teach these kids, like, later for that. It's nothing wrong with looking out for your people, but how do we prevent them from going to the penitentiary in the first place? How do we get them to understand that crime doesn't pay? How do we get them to understand by being incarcerated, I'm saying right now, it destroys you physically, emotionally, mentally. That's it. I'm talking about to say that I don't have no mental issue for my 15 years in and out of jail. I'd be lying to you guys. I feel right now definitely that did have an impact on my life. I feel right now was in and out of jail definitely had an impact on my life. And you know, you have to admit that. You have to get the necessary help in order to empower and better yourself. So just like right now, like today, on this Super Sunday, I'm Brian Glaze Gibbs. This is my ministry. And you know, what I want people to do, subscribe to my page on YouTube, Brian Glaze Gibbs. Also, check me out on Instagram, Brian Glaze Gibbs. And once again, for a signed copy of my book, Beyond Lucky, on the Brian Glaze Gibbs story, email me at Brian, Brian, Gibbs, Gibbs, 1201 at yahoo.com. If I can change, anybody can change. And everybody, let's stop making that multi-billion-dollar prison system our permanent address. You talk to your kids, talk to your kids' kids, talk to your friend kids, talk to your neighbor kids, talk to all the kids that you can talk to. Tell them it's nothing slick, it's nothing cool about that prison system. It's nothing cool about taking shortcut, picking up the brick, throwing at the prison wall for absolutely nothing. And what I mean by picking up the brick, we do that so often. What we do is we pick up the brick by committing crime. And once you commit that crime and law enforcement come to get you, chances are you're going to jail. Chances are you're going to jail for a long, long time. And you know what? It's nothing cool about that. So here it is. Take my advice. No shortcut. Do it right the first time. And you don't have to worry about spending 5, 10, 15, 20, all the rest of your life in prison. Those that in prison that's never going to get out, that's an awful feeling. That's a knowing that you're going to die in jail. Who the hell want to die in jail? Signing off. One love. Brian Glaze Gibbs. If I can change, anybody can change. Could change come from where, y'all? Within. Check me out. Follow me.